Okay, so picture this, AI, but it's like playing detective in the digital world. That's kind of what we're diving into today with IdentifAI.
Interesting.
This company, they're all about spotting the difference between, stuff humans create and all that AI-generated content that's everywhere these days.
Yeah.
And get this, they just got a cool $2.2 million to make it happen.
Wow, serious funding. And it's not just like a small thing,
Wow.
They're already talking to some really big names in the industry.
Oh, wow, that's huge.
Makes you think, right?
It does.
What's going to mean for like how we experience, I don't know, everything, content, the future,
Totally.
Yeah.
But okay, for those of us who haven't bumped into a deepfake yet, why is this such a big deal?
Well, you've got to realize the whole generative AI scene, it's blowing up.
Really?
It's already a $45 billion market.
Wow.
And that means, boom, explosion of AI-created stuff,
Right.
which, yeah, it's exciting. But it also opens the door for, well, the not-so-great stuff, like deepfakes.
Ah, right.
And we're talking really convincing fakes here.
What?
Images, videos, even audio.
Yeah, I can see how that could get out of hand.
Exactly.
And that whole thing with the fake image detection market hitting $4 billion by 2029?
Yeah.
That's not just a number.
No.
That's like a siren going off,
Yeah.
right?
Big time.
So how do they even start to deal with this?
Yeah.
IdentifAI, their tech must be seriously next level.
It is. It's really something. Imagine like a detective, right?
Okay.
But instead of a magnifying glass, they've got this algorithm, and it can like dissect an image down to the pixel level.
Oh, wait.
IdentifAI, they call it their degenerative model.
Okay.
Basically, it's designed to pick out these tiny inconsistencies,
Interesting.
like digital fingerprints.
Oh, that betray. It's made by AI.
Exactly. It's like even the best art forger.
Right.
Like you're going to leave something behind, some little clue.
Yeah.
And this technology, it's trained to spot those tells, those digital ones.
That's really wild when you think about it.
It is.
And it reminds me of something that Marco Romilli, the founder, said.
What's that?
He said, "It is our right to be informed at all times about what we use to nourish our minds."
Powerful stuff.
Really makes you think about why this is so important.
It really does. And it's not just images they're looking at.
Oh.
Audio, video, text, they're tackling it all.
Wow, they're going all in on this.
Yeah, they are.
Makes you wonder what's got you most worried out of all that.
For me, it's how it could be misused. Imagine they create this fake video of a CEO saying things about money that aren't true.
Right.
Or a recording, audio, totally fabricated, could ruin someone's life.
Yeah, that's scary.
Unsettling, to say the least.
To say the least.
Yeah.
And just to be sure, this isn't only about fake news, is it?
No, not at all.
Okay.
IdentifAI, they're laser focused on the source.
Yeah. The source.
Yeah, who made it? Human or AI? That's their thing, transparency.
So it's like less about what's being said.
Right.
And more about who's saying it.
Exactly. That's the key difference.
So they're like the ultimate fact checkers.
In a way, yeah. But instead of checking the facts themselves, they're verifying the creator.
You got it.
That's a really important difference.
It is.
And what's interesting is how they're all about supporting human creativity.
Yeah, it's not about replacing it.
They're not trying to erase AI from, like, art and stuff.
No, not at all.
Just making sure we can tell the difference
between
what a human made and what a machine made. That's got to be a tough thing to figure out.
Oh, absolutely, especially as AI gets better and better.
Right.
It's a tightrope walk, for sure.
And it raises some really interesting questions.
Oh, tons of them. But I think we got to save those for part 2 of our deep dive.
Okay, sounds good. So we're back, and man, things are getting really interesting.
Yeah, definitely. We were just talking about IdentifAI, right?
Right.
And how they're working to make sure we can tell the difference between what a human makes and what AI generates.
Is that a big task?
It is. But how does that actually work?
Well, they've got this platform.
Okay.
And you can upload an image, and their system, it'll tell you, like, hey, this might be AI made.
Wait, hold on. Anyone can just try this out.
Yeah, for real. It's in beta still.
Wow.
But it gives you an idea of how their, what do they call it? Their degenerative model.
Right.
How that thing actually analyzes stuff.
Just from looking at it.
Yeah, for images at least. Yeah. Obviously, they're working on audio, video, text too.
Right, of course.
But that's, still in the works.
That's so cool, though.
It is pretty neat.
I can already see it now, people testing every single thing they see online.
Oh, for sure.
But Okay, let's zoom out for a sec.
Okay.
What are the, bigger implications here? Because if IdentifAI can spot this stuff, AI-generated content, doesn't that also mean they're figuring out how to make it even better?
Oh, 100%. That's the interesting part.
It's like, what's the word?
Like a paradox.
Yes, exactly.
By understanding the fingerprints of AI,
Right.
they could help make even more convincing synthetic stuff, you know?
It's kind of mind-blowing when you really think about it.
It really is. It's like, imagine you've got the blueprint
Okay.
for a lock and the key.
That's a good way to put it.
Makes you wonder where this all goes, you know?
It does. It really does.
Will we even be able to tell the difference someday?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is, and if we can't, then what's authenticity even mean anymore?
Whoa, that's deep.
It's a whole thing.
It is. It's a lot to wrap your head around.
It is, and I don't have all the answers.
Right.
But I think IdentifAI, just by doing what they're doing,
Yeah.
it's making us think about this stuff, which is important.
No, absolutely. It's like a conversation starter.
Exactly.
Right.
What is creativity, in the age of AI? That's big.
It's not just about tech anymore either. It's about how we see the world.
And how we experience it and what's real. It's, a lot.
It really is.
Okay.
For folks who are maybe feeling a little overwhelmed right now,
Understandably.
what's the main thing to take away from all of this?
I'd say, remember that AI? It's a tool.
Okay.
Like any tool. It can be used in good ways and bad ways.
True enough.
And IdentifAI, they're focused on the good.
Like how?
Giving people the knowledge, right?
Yep.
To navigate this whole digital world.
Which is just getting more and more complex every day.
Exactly. Knowledge is power, as they say.
It really is. And speaking of knowledge,
Yeah.
let's learn a little bit more about IdentifAI itself. We've talked a lot about their mission, their tech, all that.
It's fascinating stuff.
It is, but who are these people?
Right. Well, the founder, that's Marco Ramilli,
Okay.
second-time entrepreneur,
Oh, wow.
which tells you something, right?
It does. Like what?
This isn't his first rodeo.
Okay.
He's got the experience, but also you got to have some guts.
Yeah, to jump into the AI world like this.
Exactly. It's a wild west out there.
It really is. And he's got a good team behind him, too, I imagine.
Oh, absolutely. Top notch.
Like who?
Well, their seed round, that was led by United Ventures.
I've heard of them.
They're known for backing, I don't know, people who are really trying to solve big problems.
So they must see something special in what IdentifAI is doing.
For sure. It's like they've got this front row seat to the future of content, and they're not just watching.
They're shaping it.
Exactly. It's exciting stuff.
It is, but how do they actually plan to,
That's a good question.
pull this off?
It's ambitious.
Because safeguarding human creativity in the age of all this AI, that's a tall order.
Absolutely. It's a huge task, but their strategy seems to be kind of two-pronged, you know?
Okay.
So first, they really want to empower people
Okay, like how?
to be smarter about the information they take in.
That makes sense.
Like you give someone the tools to spot this AI-generated stuff, and suddenly they're more in control.
It's about thinking critically,
Yes.
not just taking everything at face value, right?
Exactly. Healthy skepticism, questioning what you see online.
Which, honestly, we could all use a bit more of these days.
Oh, absolutely. More important now than ever, I'd say.
For sure. And that brings us to the second part of their strategy, right?
Right. So by focusing on the source of the content,
Okay.
not just whether it's true or not,
Yeah.
they're changing the conversation a bit.
How so?
It's not just about fake news anymore. It's bigger than that.
Okay.
It's about AI's place in creativity in general.
So not about, demonizing AI,
No, not at all.
but understanding it's here to stay.
Exactly. And how do we live with it, adapt?
And IdentifAI sees a future where both exist, human creativity and artificial creativity.
But we can tell them apart.
The lines aren't totally blurred.
Exactly. And maybe, just maybe, it'll make us appreciate human creativity even more.
I like that. It makes it stand out more.
Exactly. It's special. You can't just replicate that with code.
This has been awesome.
Me too.
We've covered so much ground.
So much.
All this AI stuff, what's real, what's fake,
The big questions.
IdentifAI, what they're doing to help us make sense of it all.
It's really cutting edge work.
It is. It shows that even with all this tech,
Yeah,
we still need human ingenuity.
absolutely. We need to be talking about this stuff.
Thinking about the future.
100%.
Well said. It's given us all a lot to consider, that's for sure.
It has.
And for everyone listening, we want to hear from you.
Yeah, let's hear it.
As AI gets better and better, do you think that line between human and machine-made, will it just disappear? Let us know what you think, and until next time, keep exploring, Keep questioning and keep diving deep.